So this is good. It's really good to trade. And you should trade super hard here, because the mindset should be, again, suicide dive. So Briar starts topside. She's gonna puff bot. And it seems like enemy bot lane leashed. So already here, if I'm you, I'm worried about getting ganked at level 3.
Yeah.
So that's gonna depend on jungle matchup, like what champion they have, obviously, like how early they'll gank. So if I'm here playing versus a champ like Rek'Sai, if I'm now planning to push like you seem to be planning because you're hitting, then I would want to have a ward here, you know?
Like level 1.
Yeah, because if I'm crashing third wave, then you'll see here, assuming you're pushing, look the game timer. See? 250.
Yeah,
if you warded here, at 130, that ward would last to 3 minutes. So yes, if you know for a fact you're gonna play the first 3 waves aggro, then yes, you leave a ward level 1. Now, of course, enemy jungle could flash this fucking wall if they want, or tunnel over this wall and avoid your ward. But the thing is, they don't know you warded, because you are warding here. You know?
Yeah.
So they have no fucking idea. Yeah, just don't lose CS for harassing him, because he has D-shield, he has his passive, right? Like, you're not really gonna be killing him. So, like, you can trade, that's fine, just don't lose CS for it.
Okay.
Yeah. Good. I would pop potion. Yeah, exactly. Because that's kind of what I was thinking you would do something like this. I think you should pop potion already here. You have no benefit of holding potion. If you're playing with D-shield or second wind, then you heal more the lower you are. Okay? Because D-shield has like 2 functionalities. One, it has passive regen, which doesn't matter how healthy you are. But then the second part, where if you get hit, you heal more, right?
Yeah.
That part scales off of your missing health. And second wind does the same. So in cases like this, if you're playing second wind orange shield, you can make arguments sometimes here to not pop a potion, because you'll actually heal more. But since you're playing without D-shield and without the second wind, you should just pop potion the moment you all in here, because you're not going to heal this HP up. So there's no point to like greed, because if you greed during an all-in like this, then you might just die before you even get to pop your potions, you know? I would stay here and bomb the guy under tower, because he's so stupid and took that trade earlier.
Sure, yeah.
So in this case... Well, in this case, when I see this, I would want to stay and bully. I would also look at this, because I need to know what's even happening. Because maybe Talia has 200 HP and just used flash. Maybe she's fucking full HP, you know? So you must see this. Like, already here, you should be like, okay, maybe I should push and move. You see that? Playing around jungle is super important. It's League of Legends. Your lane is about jungle. Like, top lane is so much about matchup 1v1, but it swings a lot because of jungle. For example, if you play versus Renekton and Kled and Jax, these champions with a jungler is 10 times stronger than without a jungler. A Renekton can just flash and stun you, and you're dead to a Talia.
Yeah.
Right. But 1v1, Renekton loses to a lot of champs, you know? So if I'm you here, I already know Briar is doing this. So immediately, I'm wondering right now, what is this fight like? Because if Briar is winning, then I might want to go there now. Or I might want to fight Garen. But I think recalling is a big mistake when this is going on. Solo queue, right? It's about getting leads. You said it yourself, it's about getting yourself ahead. You need to start viewing the game like this. Helping this gets you ahead. Because if Briar is winning over Talia, and Talia loses camps, it gets you ahead. Because you will get to be alone more, and you'll get help more. And if Briar gets to win, more likely you get Herald, right? Which makes you win, because you can get part of the Herald gold, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you could, theoretically, you could go here and stand here for 30 seconds. I agree?
For free. Yeah.
Yeah, and lose nothing. Because you can probably just solo kill Talia here on her fucking camps, right? Or she doesn't need help, and you should use the fact you can't get ganked to bully this guy, to get a lead. Instead, you're recalling as if you're gonna get Rek'Sai ganked. So now you're not getting a lead, you're also gonna lose now creeps. I hope you fucking cancel your base here. Oh my god, okay, thank god. So at least you cancel your base. But look what Briar's doing. And you're AFK and still don't know what's going on here. So how can you play League of Legends when you're lacking this information? Because you're not thinking about what this means at all. Your Briar pushed Talia off her Raptors and off her red buff.
Yeah, I have this kind of...
You're not trying to use it. It's really, really, really bad. Here I would freeze the wave. There's no point to push here, because if you start to push, the guy can unironically recall and run back to lane before you crash the next wave. So here I would just pull the wave and try to cancel his base. Yeah, this is really good. I wouldn't ward though, because you can just face check him with the minions. Like, there's no point to ward. You already know that he hasn't gotten to base yet. Look, he's farming right now. So you're not in a hurry, you know? Like, you should only ward here if he started recalling like 3 seconds ago. But here, you should just walk up to the bush and tank him. If he wants to fight you, you will just fucking win. Because warding here, you'll see, will be a mistake later now. Because here, having a ward will be good in a lot of cases. Because, one, warding here can be good for lane ganks and stuff, potentially some games. Or warding here can be good. Again, when you TP back, your mindset really has to be, I can't fuck up my lane now or die now. Because if I die with this, it's really bad. Make sense?
Yeah.
That's why this ward is so greedy.
No, I'm laughing because I was just thinking I'll never think about this.
So now you should just start to think about how do I want to play my lane when he comes back to lane here. Because like you might want to start to build a slow push. You might want to trade. You might want to not trade. You gotta ask yourself, how does our levels now compare and like change the lane? In this game, you're always gonna beat him because you're a level ahead of him here, you know? And you have plating as well. So it's obviously a good trade. So I would just keep trading as much as possible, and now Talia is bot as well. So if I'm you here, I would just keep looking for trades. I would also be farming creeps in a way where I can walk up to him. So what I mean by that is, once you kill this, you want to be behind the creeps, and then you want to walk up on him. This melee, for example, you should start to deny this. Like, you're giving him XP here, you see that? Like, you want to run at him, you know? Like, this is good.
But should I lose, like, last hits for denying him XP?
So, sometimes, yes. Because if you lose gold, right? Like, in this case, you don't need to. Because this creep dies late.
Yeah.
But, let's say they're both going to die at the same time. You standing here pushes him to here. Which means he loses XP. You don't lose XP. You only lose gold. But he loses gold plus XP. So, in matchups where 6 and stuff like that is really important, then yes, that is very good to do. But like, because for example, let's say a situation like this where you have a slow push, eventually it'll crash, right? So if I slow push and deny him XP, and I make a situation where I'm 6 and he's 5, I can dive him.
Yeah.
But if I give him XP and he's 6 versus my 6, then I can't dive him. Make sense?
Really? Yeah.
So this is good. It's really good to trade. And you should trade super hard here, because the mindset should be, again, suicide dive. Okay? You should trade so you should trade so hard, crash the next wave, and then you have 2 options. 1, suicide dive, or 2, you just recall. But no matter what, you should be pushing this wave. So like here, I would just try to trade again. Yeah, good. Very good. Yeah, so you didn't even like really need to.
I fucking into the queue.
Yeah, but it's not bad, honestly. It's still fine, as long as you crash the wave. You can harass a bit, but keep in mind it's a Talia. She's also probably gonna go topside, because Briar's taking the red. So that's something to keep in mind. That if Briar doesn't meet Talia here now in 10 seconds, Talia's probably on Krugs. So now that Q's on cooldown, you should go ward. There's no point to stand here now. You have nothing. I feel like you do this a lot. You stare at them when they don't need to trade with you. Queuing here is fine. You're denying him creeps by doing it. Now you're useless. Agree?
Yeah.
So don't be here. If you're Gnar, if you're Kennen, if you're Vayne, then sure, you can stand here and bully. But you're useless. So now do yourself a favor, do Briar a favor, and ward the Krugs. Because Talia is going topside from base, 100%. This Talia just died, and now her Krugs and red is up. And Herald is up. She should want to go topside, right? So you have no reason to stand here except for queuing him and Wing him. Like, this is fine. I have no problem with this. But now you're useless. So you're not denying him anything here. You're just watching him. See? So you could have dropped both your wards right now. And then this wave will be a lot more playable. And where's Talia? Topside.
Yeah.
Of course she's topside. That's why this should be warded and this should be warded. So that On this wave, you could play like a psychopath, because you would have map hack.
Okay.
Because here I think you're griefing your jungle again. But she's been like invading this Talia, and Talia just lost her bot camps too. So something is wrong in the jungle, and you are winning top. Agree?
Yeah.
So why not proxy fire?
Yeah.
Why not proxy the wave when your jungle is on the flank? And you have ulti up. You should be winning this 2v2.
Oh, okay. So basically I proxy. Okay, yeah.
Yes, you proxy because you want to bait the 2v2. Your Briar is right next to you.
Yeah.
You want Talia to gank you here so you can turn in a 2v2. From Briar's perspective, it doesn't make sense to not be allowed to invade when she has top push and mid push, right?
Mm-hmm.
So your job is to keep this guy in lane. But of course,
Yes.
if you let this wave now go to the middle and you leave, you're just letting your jungler die. That's why we proxy here, because your jungler is fisting enemy jungle. But if you can't proxy, then yes, sometimes here you go tribush, and you stand here for like 5 seconds. Just to tell the Garen, hey, if you flash this wall, I'm here. Garen, if I'm Garen, right?
Does this flash Garen really flash the wall?
Well, he can. I don't know if he did, but why can't he? Look. Why can't he when he sees this? Why can't he flash the wall and kill Briar?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he can.
And you're completely AFK. That's the point. You're completely useless, and now Briar gets pushed away. But why? Doesn't make sense. Look, Garen is leashing red buff.
Okay.
And you're useless. And so now your jungle loses. When she actually did a really good invade. See? Your jungle is winning. All you need to make sure is that this stays 1v1.
So here do I just walk
Well,
to Briar, or do I
here,
push first?
Here you run here.
Or here you work. Okay.
And you proxy. And then if you're not gonna proxy and ward, then now you go tribush. And then you sit here for 5 seconds.
Okay.
And if Garen goes on the wave, then you go on Garen. If Garen stays missing, then you keep standing here, maybe even go here.
Okay.
But you do not surrender this when this is winning. Yeah, all of this is fine. Just, again, stuff like this I'm not a fan of. My opinion is always, there's something more important to do than to Q this guy for 100 damage. When you get this wave, you get what's called a deep wave. It is not normal to stand here and take a wave. What I mean by that is that in high elo, normally jungle will stop you here, or support will stop you here. Usually you're not allowed to take a wave, because this wave is really important. What this wave means is that you could literally TP to this ward and run back to top. And lose nothing. Okay?
Yeah.
So when you get a deep wave, you need to do something. Roam, recall for item, take camps. You don't Q this guy. You could be taking their Krugs, you could be taking their Raptors, you could be basing for your 1.8k gold. Instead you stand and you stare at him for 10 seconds.
It's good if I kill him, right? So
yes, of course, but you are never killing him. This
Yeah,
guy is not
okay.
gonna die unless he chooses to die.
Yeah.
So your advantage is taking camps, it's buying items. Your advantage is that you can join this Drake fight and he cannot. So when he's taking these free casters, you spend that time killing Krugs so that when the next wave comes, you can be on the wave. Because now you're delayed. See? You're meant to be killing this wave right now, but you're killing Krugs. This fucks your tempo.
It's kind of dangerous to kill the wave right now, no?
No, look. Map.
Area. Okay. Yeah.
And again, you did not know it was gonna be dangerous in the future. Right now, you know it's safe, actually. And you chose to stand here and watch him. You're getting your damage per minute up. Right? It's completely useless.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
just one-shot the wave and then fuck off, you know? Go roam somewhere, take a camp. Do something useful. In this case, taking Krugs is fine. If I was you, I would take Krugs, take the next wave, and then just recall. But I would never poke this guy. Because now I'm late on this wave. Like, this wave should be dead right now. Like, when stuff like this happens, it's really bad. Because this is what they need, you know? You are meant to just not even be top anymore. Your job is just to remove a wave and fuck off. And bring your lead to the rest of the map. Because this is not creating anything, you know? You're not going to break this tower until you have Hullbreaker. Or he dies, you know?
Yeah.
So, your mindset should not even be about hitting this tower. He will always kill the wave every time you crush a wave. So your mindset has to be to take camps, get your CS lead, you know, and move into like winning fights.
Can I psycho dive this guy or?
Right now, no. Yeah. It's too tanky right now. Of course, if he gets lower, then yeah, you can, but right now you can't. There's no way you 100 to 0 him. But yeah, this wave should just be... No, there's no way. He can just Q and run away, no? Like, you can try, but I'm pretty sure that he will not just die.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah.
Probably true.
Like here, you're also assuming that he's just bad. In my opinion, when he is 2 levels down and he chooses to all-in you like this, you should always assume he has backup.
Yeah, I thought that after I got killed.
Yes, but then also, again, you're not as ahead as you think you are. You have 2k gold in your pocket. Look at his items. Your advantage is CDR boots and levels. Which is why, again, I put a lot of importance when you're done with this, that you really should start thinking about recalling. You know? That's why here I said you should recall or take Krugs and the next wave and then recall. So why flip it? This game is a free win. If I'm in this game right now, all I need to do is to push waves, take camps, push waves, rotate, push waves, TP somewhere, push wave. Garen will do nothing but respond to my waves. Right?
Maybe, yeah.
So if you want to climb and get LP, I personally would not flip a 1v2 on side lane here. Because to me, if I'm in this game, I'm 2 levels ahead of this guy. I know this game is won. As long as I just keep doing what I'm doing. Keep taking camps, keep pushing and moving, I will win. Because enemy team is playing 4v5 while we are winning. Because Garen will never move. I'm always first. Right? So my mindset is always, I don't need to risk it. A bit cringe, we don't get to end. But yeah, like I said, like I think main thing is just you are so unaware of what your jungler is doing and what it means. Because this is actually a really nice game for top lane. Because you can just keep fisting this guy with the use of your jungler's pressure. And you guys, like I said, you can just dive him with Briar. But you don't suggest a play. You don't do anything. Which is so strange. And so I think that's like a big step for you to start to play the game in that way. And learn from that. Because I'm sure in other games your junglers are being hurt by your actions too. Which is, again, hurting you because you should be able to help.